Did you ever doubt yourself? Like before you studied abroad, did you ever think like maybe it wasn't the right choice or something that you didn't want to do? Do you want to go first?
Sure. Hi, I'm Paula. I'm an exchange student from Spain and I'm living in Maine.
Hi, my name is Ian. I'm from the US and I studied abroad in France. We're going to answer some questions about studying abroad. We have them in a bowl. What do you wish you had known before going abroad?
It's way easier to make friends than you expected because people will come to you to ask you about your home country. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I wish I would have just told myself calm down, because I was really nervous to what was gonna happen, if I was gonna make friends, but it's really not that stressful.
What were your reasons for being an exchange student?
I remember when I was really young, my mom used to speak to me in Russian because she lived in Russia for a few years, and it felt almost like a secret code language that we had.
Okay.
And then when I started learning French, it was kind of the same thing. It was something I could say things, but people wouldn't understand me. I just thought that was really cool. And then I found out that you could study abroad in high school, and I just really wanted to. What about you?
Well, my mom was an exchange student when she was in high school. Her senior year, she came to Virginia too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she had such a good experience. She just wanted me and my brothers to go.
Mm-hmm.
So she kind of talked us into it since we were little kids. So I guess I also I already had that idea in my mind, and I was just excited to, meet new people and get that cultural exchange.
Cool. Okay. Did you ever doubt yourself? Before you studied abroad, did you ever think maybe it wasn't the right choice or something that you didn't want to do?
Definitely, yeah, a lot of times. Especially since it went by so fast, the decision making. And there were a lot of moments that I was oh my gosh, I don't know if I actually want to do this, leaving everyone behind and then just starting a new life. But I definitely don't regret it now.
Yeah, I live in kind of a small town, so a lot of my friends were saying things oh, you'll miss so much, and you'll miss high school, the high school experience, you're gonna regret it. So I did doubt myself a few times, but honestly, I'm so glad I went. Yeah, just the experience in being in France was way more than I ever could have thought.
Yeah.
So glad I didn't listen.
What would you tell other teenagers who want to be an exchange student?
Do it. I would say just do it. If you have the opportunity and you have the means of making it happen, do as much as you can to try and make it happen. Because I feel some people, a lot of people can go abroad, but they decide not to. I would just say figure out as much as you can about the program and try and make it happen.
And maybe talk to people that have done it, so they can give you the positive sides, maybe the negative sides too, so you can have a compare them.
Yeah.
Maybe see if it's for you, because some people don't want to do it. It's not for everyone, so just check that you want to do it and want to go.
How did traveling change you?
Traveling changed me so much, in so many ways. I don't know. It's so hard to put them together in a sentence or something. I would just say especially going abroad and meeting new people made me also learn about my country and myself more than I had realized before, because also people ask you about your culture, so you have to actually think about things.
You have to know it, yeah.
Yeah, that maybe you had never thought about before.
Yeah.
So I learned more about my country being here than
people would ask me is this this in America, or why is it this in America? And I was well, I guess I don't actually know. So I had to think about what my culture actually is like.
What was it like being an exchange student in France?
Well, okay, I've never studied abroad anywhere else, so I don't know what to compare it to, but at least from an American perspective, French people kind of have the stereotype of being cold or not very open to I don't know, tourists, which to an extent people in Paris will get mad if you are an ignorant tourist, but French people are some of the most amazing people I've ever met, and they're so nice and welcoming.
Being an exchange student in the United States, I think it's more of a common thing for people to come here rather than people from here go abroad. So I kind of already had an idea of what it was going to be like, because I had talked to so many people that had done it before. But it was definitely a big change, because even where I lived, in Spain I live in Madrid, which is a huge city, and then here I live in Gorham, that's little town in Maine. So the whole thing was so completely different.
There was also a big thing, I said, of my friends being are you sure you want to go? Because in America, not many people leave abroad, which is kind of sad. I feel like we kind of don't have a habit of like studying abroad, even in college. Like not that many people go abroad, I feel like. So it was definitely, there was kind of some stigma around like you want to like leave. Like why would you want to do that?
Why did you pick the country where you studied?
I was taking French in school, so it just made sense.
So in school I studied French and English. So I decided to go somewhere that they speak English, especially United States, because I felt like if I went to France, the cultural difference wouldn't be as big. And I really wanted to have like the full experience of like a complete change.
How did you decide, I guess, between America, the UK, or like Australia? Because they're all,
like I said, my mom went to the United States. She had such a good time. That also like influenced it. And then also, I thought it would be more fun to go to American high school and like do the sports and stuff.
Yeah.
Also because I see it in the movies and I thought it was really cool to go.
Yeah. I found everyone would ask me that in France. They would be like, is American high school really like the movies? Like High School Musical? And I was like, well, not quite.
Some similar things though.
There are a lot of similarities. Did you feel lonely when you were abroad?